Welcome to Skill Builders Guild.
And Harley Designs.
We're here. We did it.
Week 50.
Welcome. 50 weeks.
50
Wowzers.
weeks. 50 weeks. 50 marvelous weeks.
5-0.
The worst 50 weeks.
Absolute worst.
The bar was low,
life.
but we...
In fact, you could actually say the best way to spend the worst time.
Right.
That's how this show works now.
Totally agree.
Hope everyone is well. Why don't you check in? Let us know where you're watching from. And has any thought today?
Let's see. Where you're checking in from and what color the floor is. Carpet or hardwood?
Yeah. Or linoleum.
Yeah.
Tell us what
Concrete?
type of floor you have. What's the quality of your floor?
We both must have been fairly busy. We have not chatted much the last few days.
No, I know you have a couple of new robots. You've got one at work. You've got one at home now that sifts your own litter for you.
It arrived today. It has not set itself up yet, though.
Unbelievable. Bad robot.
I know. It's getting there, though. So it did arrive today, though. Nicole sent me a photo of it on the doorstep.
Excellent.
As it showed up this afternoon. So
it came in a box the size of a small SUV.
Yeah, it's. I was telling Matt, it is the size of a fully assembled office chair, like the box.
Yes. Excellent.
So, I know.
I also have a robot, the Prusa i3 Mark III Plus is printing away right beside me. You'd almost not.
You've been rubbing it in with photos of the fantastic print quality all week.
It's so spectacular. There aren't words, really. And I didn't have to do like I always have said in the past that 3D printing is an art and not yet a science because, you have to do so much, setting it up and, finessing and doing all kinds of little things to make it print really, really well. This one, I just assembled the printer, let it do its own calibration, and now it just makes these great prints.
Yeah, and it's going to start printing awesome. It's going to start printing other printers soon. So yes, the cycle will be complete.
Right, Cyberdyne Systems. Its neural net is a CPU. Oh, I've done it all wrong. Its CPU is a neural net processor.
There you go.
A learning computer. But what I am printing.
It looks like some sort of Chevy truck.
What? Yes, it is. It's a Chevy long bed. This is coming from Mod 19.
Okay.
Rex Racer 19, as he's known on Instagram. Jeff Underwood. A bit of a great designer, actually. He's doing a whole rear bed to replace on the Blazer so you can make pickup trucks. He's done little add-ons that you can do, but this is a completely accurate bed.
Because you did that on the red and black and white and red crappy truck.
Yeah, exactly. Crappy, now, well put together, but crappy.
Yeah, it's excellent crap. You sold that, right?
I did sell that to a man from the internet.
Aha.
So I'll probably never see it again.
Right. Yes.
It seems to be the curse, right? You're like, here you go. Yeah. I'd love to see more pictures of it. Never see it again.
Yeah. Well, good enough. At least
enough. At least it's sold.
Yeah, exactly.
Gene Master, thank you for the $2 Aussie dollary dues.
Good day from sunny down under.
Good day from sunny down under, mad old son.
We appreciate it, Gene. Thank you for always checking in. It's the robots and then some other new developments on machines and things like that have consumed a good bit of the days lately.
Yes. And I've been busy with real work.
Oh, have you? I thought you were on a vacation.
No. I wish I was.
I thought you said you were just you were just painting away and
that, dude, that was last week.
Oh, was it? Yeah. I totally listened though. I remember you saying that.
Well, I appreciate you listening. No one else does.
The weeks anymore, they just go so fast.
Who even cares what day it is? Well, it's Wednesday, everyone.
It is. The only thing that I care about right now is that tomorrow I am leaving for sunny,
Las Vegas.
but not very warm and very windy Las Vegas.
So how is the wind going to play into this whole thing? Are they able to move the 132 feet around at all?
You know, like a runway? Like, oh, nope, we're going to use the
Using the westbound one today.
North 18 run. Did you know that what the numbers on runways represent?
How many planes have crashed
Incorrect.
on that runway?
It's actually a degree, and they're 180 degrees from each other. So, like if you're the north, north 180, the other way would be south 0, or I think maybe 36. I don't remember if it's 180. Anyway, and it's, you take the degrees, so it could be 9 for 90, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's how they number the runways. Well, learn
Neat.
something.
I like it.
I took airport design in college.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah, I did. No joke. That's real.
Neat.
Real thing. Something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Or sure, we'll say that.
There's the sync thing that I was trying to fix. I
Dale
think I may
C,
have
thank you very much. Sorry to derail so early, but wife just told me a dad joke and I had to mention. What did Cinderella say when she got to the call? I know for a fact that he autocorrected that. Because I believe that says, what is Cinderella supposed to say when she got to the ball?
Ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
What's the answer?
gargle sounds.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
I'm glad I'm purposefully butchering that joke because I like that joke. I've heard it before, but this is a family show. Or it was until
It was a family
Brian
show.
Sherwood. Thank you very much. Also, after this weekend, Josh, will you be the drag king? No.
I thought Josh might actually be the drag queen.
Right.
Quack RC, thanks for the $5. Hey man, thanks again for the photo last night. I know a dog in the photo is not your thing, but thought it would be funny. Hope all is well.
Ah, yes. You know what? I didn't catch even a minute of your live stream yesterday. I was at the shop until 8 o'clock.
It was also retribution because I didn't watch your Sunday show, or Friday for that matter. No, Sunday I watched. Friday I didn't watch.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psycho Garage, $5. Thank you very much. I so look forward to this show, and especially this week with all the BS going on in the RC world, which we are going to touch on.
We're not going to give our opinion on their situation. More so our like micro versions of that we experience throughout our regular days.
Exactly.
Whoever's right or wrong, I don't care on their side.
No.
I'm not like in the fan
interested.
club of either.
No.
Do your own thing. Great.
I got rid of both of my membership cards to both of those fan clubs.
I'm surprised. I thought you mailed all of those in.
Well, I did, but I got the
Right.
the hard the laminated ones. I got those back.
Galen, also thank you. Any update on the Bomber Gen 2 you were working on? I believe that series pretty much is finished. The only thing that left to do is actual running footage. But other than that, the truck itself is pretty much done. So,
Yeah.
Brett from Brazen, is that what the crown in your logo is for?
Drag queen. Drag king.
Yeah.
King.
That yes. I'm looking forward to the event. So
I think it'll be fun. Keep your distance. It's going to be windy, so that'll be difficult.
They're talking like up like 18-mile-an-hour winds, and like you were saying, like that's real. It's going to be a thing, if cars are going to take flight, who knows what's going on. You know what I'm most concerned about with the wind is just the wind noise in my cameras. That's going to be super annoying. You're basically going to have no audio from the cars if it's crazy windy all day. So we'll see. But nonetheless, I got all my cameras packed, batteries, SD cards, supplies for the day. You know, I'm expecting it to go much later in the night than what they are estimating it to, because I don't think that there's any way that it will run nearly as efficiently as they're hoping.
No, we've already talked about that. There's
Yes.
256
50 something. Now, who knows how many people won't show? You have to imagine there'll be a dozen of those people who can't end up making it, right?
Yep.
Things like that. Definitely gonna cut down on the numbers, but I just
Yeah. It's like how many, that's 256 divided by 2 just to do the first round,
right.
which is like 128,
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's too many.
Yeah.
Too many. But it is going to be exciting, and I'm really curious to see how that all kind of goes down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be. It can be any. It could be any. It could just be smooth, and everybody's in just super good sportsmanship mood, and well won race, sir. You bested me.
You
It could go the way of reality, where there's constant arguing about, I didn't jump, that red light's bullshit, I want to see the video of the finish line on that.
you sir smell like elderberries. You know, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. I hope that it remains civil and polite.
You know, I don't know which way I hope, because I'll be there pointing a camera at things. So
That's true. Yes, that's true. So, speaking of drag racing, I'm sure most people who follow you or I have been on the internet and on the Instagram today.
yes, Losi finally
Teasing something.
teasing themselves entering into the drag market. I have to imagine they're 3 or 4 hours away for this event. If there's not a Losi person at the track with those cars on tables,
Yep,
they're
it'll be
missing
there.
It better be there.
It'll be there. It'll be there for sure. Hey, do you want to check your audio? I'm getting a lot of people saying that you're popping in and out. So I don't know. I hear you just fine. It could just be the NDI.
I hear me just fine.
Yeah.
I sound
My
like
audio is great. Josh is choppy. I think it's just the way Skype works. We could try ending you, and I'll call you back.
that. I'll allow it.
Okay, we'll do that.
You can do that. So as
Probably just the function of it. I
Well,
don't think there's anything we can do about that.
you know what I'm disappointed in is the fact that when you paused, when you ended the phone call and called me right back, you had like a normal face, just like damn. Always looking
Not
for that.
anything weird.
Yeah, I know. But real quick, Gene Master, thank you. Can I get your opinion on the Cross RC PG4RS? I don't know the PG4RS. Do you?
I can't say that I'm much.
Have you
for
ever owned a Cross?
No, I've never owned a cross vehicle. I almost considered it with that emo, just because of the name.
Yeah, I've owned a number of them, and they're always just like, they're about what I expect every time. Because I'm always just like, do I want to buy another Cross? Like, I've never been super happy with a Cross. And every time I'm just like, you know what? It looks like maybe I should try. And I do it. And then I'm like, yep, that was what I remember.
Just not that.
I could have just.
Yeah.
So, Dale C, grab some cat hair and glue it on the mics.
Yeah, I think it's honestly just a software long distance issue. We do the best we can. If you're getting a better vibe off of one channel and you prefer one other person's face, have at it. Doesn't really bother me either way.
Chris Drift, thank you, sir. Smile donation to the right channel this time. Love the Scale News effort. Love the Scale News effort of putting Mambo number 5 in the news ticker.
Oh yeah, that was great, man. Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
That did work out. I had that plan before I filmed, right? So I write my notes throughout the week for the Scale News. As I see a story, I have a document, I save it. It's on my Google Docs, so I have it on my phone, on my computers, and all that. And every time, and then when I find time, I'll type a caption if I have an idea underneath of it. Yep. And I was like, I'm gonna put all the mama number. And then when I was recording, I didn't really think about that. And I went to edit, and I'm like, I only talked about this for like 30 seconds. I'm like, it was like 24 seconds. I was like doing the math, like 24 seconds, 6 lines. I have 4.5 seconds. Okay.
Per line.
Per line. So I just went through on my ticker and I cut, edit, cut, edit. Yeah.
It worked pretty well though. I thought that was a really funny way of doing it. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about this drag car first before we get into anything else, because there could be a lot of speculation about what it is. Either it's a whole new design, or they're doing what smart people are doing, like they did at AE, and taking existing platforms and modifying them slightly. So there's a whole new kind of car that comes out of it. That tease that they put out there, and I'm going to pull it up here.
Yeah, it gives almost
great.
It gives almost no hint though at what they're doing. The things you can tell is that they've got a good-looking set of wheels and tires on there.
Heck yeah!
It's the first time we've seen Mickey Thompson from the Horizon Camp. Is that true? They don't have any Baja claws or Baja. No. So we've seen Hoosier previously from Proline, obviously. But that's about it. So we can also see that it's a 2-piece body. Well, at least
there is
could be a 3-piece, I guess, but it's at least a 2-piece.
Yep. It's stickers, not paint as well on that thing. So you'll be able to clean it up if that's not your bag, baby.
People are saying 69 Camaro body for sure. It definitely appears to be a Camaro. I would agree on that.
I guesstimated Chevy right away. So
Marsupini guy says it looks like a 60s Vet. I think it's got the Camaro hips. Like
it's all in the hips.
All in the hips. It's all in the hips. So, but underneath of it, I'm guessing that they're using a Super Baja Ray rear axle with. I mean, I think that it is just 5th scale. You and I were talking, and I was saying I'm guessing it's 1/6.5 scale. So that way they could run on an even 203-foot drag strip.
Actually, it's a 6-to-1 scale, so it's massive. It's huge.
64S lipo. You just
2 Tesla motors in there.
Yeah. Still comes with a tactic radio. No.
Yeah, the 2-channel one.
DX2E.
The little tiny. Remember the tiny one that you would get with the
Richard
poncho?
The Richard.
Was that named after Trujillo? The Rich Trujillo. The Rich Trujillo. Anyway, the wheels and tires and what I've seen of the body alone,
yes, I'm
sold. I also predicted with you that it would be based on one of their buggies, the 22, probably, because that's the standard platform for them. Parts bins deep.
I would imagine so. I don't know anything about the Losi stuff underneath. I really don't. I
wouldn't expect you to.
I know that they have aluminum chassis cars, and then it makes sense that they also have the cheap, ready-to-run versions. I don't know them. The only reason I knew the associated one.
Do aluminum. If they did aluminum out of the box, that would be pretty good.
They could. It would just depend if they were trying to go for that higher price point, which, I would guess they would go after volume.
How do we make money?
Volume. So I just have to imagine that is the case. I am still surprised that Losi beat Traxxas to the punch.
So am I. That is definitely a very interesting point.
Even
Although, let me check the calendar. Maybe they put it in the calendar and they just haven't told anybody.
Right?
Because you start off in January. Do they come with the car?
Matt made the comment to me earlier. A lot of makeup on the in this.
A lot of makeup on those ladies. Also, there's another month in here. Let me just check to make sure there's no. I wonder if they put the boat in.
There is a boat. There's a boat in there. Yes.
Okay, so in this photo here, where this lady is doing some repairing, I'm pretty sure she's just gonna snap that grub screw she's gonna snap the tip right off that Makita.
Yeah.
It's a Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, Makita's green. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, there is a boat.
Told you. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen any drag cars yet. Oh, hello.
One of them in drag. Ryan was saying, "Smart as fuck" was funnier in my.
Smart as fuck was quite funny. Chris Evans, thanks for the $5. A greeting from 35-degree Fahrenheit, Michigan.
It's almost like you're reading my chat. Thank you as well, Chris Evans.
I am reading your chat. We pool the donations.
Yes.
So.
This YouTube censored this comment, but Brett Brazensky was saying, my wife, graphic artist / creative director, is currently working on a nude calendar for her work to be distributed overseas. Interesting to walk into that in the office. Yeah.
And it's for something really like obscure too, like Nestle milk or something.
Things are different overseas. Marketing's weird.
Different. Pirelli tires, they've been doing it for years. Maybe they stopped doing it, but a lot of nude calendars for Pirelli tires.
It's for auto parts.
That's what I
says.
think of. Oh yeah, well,
it did autocorrect him to colander though, so it said nude colander.
Oh, nude colander. Excellent. I prefer my colanders nude anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need a lot of fancy stuff on them.
I had my my motorcycle in a motorcycle calendar, obviously.
Was there a
nude
sexy
model.
lady?
Except she had I didn't even keep the calendar because she had bright blue eyeshadow and bright red lipstick, and I was just like, she looks like a clown.
Okay.
I'm highly disappointed.
I'm tasking all the viewers. What year might this have been, Josh?
That would have been 2000 and let's see, my Hayabusa I bought in 2005, so it would have been 2003 or 4.
Okay, viewers, find this calendar. I need to see this lady.
You know what? If anybody can find that calendar the photographer was out of the Omaha area somewhere. I will pay that person $100.
A couple of questions I wanted to circle back on here. Somebody asked me, Alex Rojo asked me if I am French Canadian. No, je pense que no. I am an English pig dog, and no French Canadian blood. Tabernac.
RC Dave charged up. Thank you, sir. So, Matt, are you opening your door if Josh comes a-knocking during a live? Be honest. And Josh, your boat is sinking. Who are you saving, Matt or Schultz?
Schultz is quite big, so I'm sure he would float.
Well, and I was also...
But I'm spry.
I was thinking that Schultz would probably get winded faster since my boat is sinking and I'm going to need help bailing. Or are we going into a different rescue?
Is he able to tread water?
I
can tread water for a very long time. I have my Bronze Cross. I can save people's lives.
I'm just thinking are we going to be at sea a long time? Because if Schultz dies, I guess I could
use him as a raft. Ride him to safety.
Right.
Craig Thompson, I think, might be spilling some beans here.
Okay.
In the comments, he's saying he's got all the goods because I think he may own his own hobby shop.
In fact, I know he is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Losi drag car is ready to run, Spectrum 100 amp ESC and a 6500 kV motor.
Oh, spicy motor.
That's a spicy motor.
That is one. I mean,
that's one spicy
that's
hot motor.
Twice the kV of an Associated.
That's 3 times the kV that I usually put into my crawler trucks.
That's
More details. Losi drag car will come in red or blue colors.
okay. We have
More
seen
details.
the red. More details.
Yes. Losi drag car does have an aluminum plate chassis in the RTR.
What? Wow, they went. Okay.
But he also has the ship date. So
I mean, you and I could probably log into the back end of some certain website and probably see all of these details. If he's a hobby shop owner, I'm guessing that you and I also could see this.
I might be clicking some buttons madly.
I might already have it bookmarked and am doing the same. Let's see. I don't see it under newly stocked.
It might not be in there yet. They're usually pretty slow on the uptick. So let's just pretend.
Yeah, let's just pretend I'm searching drag.
How to do drag.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's some interesting information. Thank you, Craig, for sharing that with us all, because that could be cool.
Absolutely.
No. Yeah, that's great.
I'm really surprised. Cool. That's a lot of motor.
That's a lot of motor.
That would be over the rule sized motor. Brandel is saying. Is that true? I don't think that there is a rule on.
Well, you can just do anything you want in the unlimited class. So
yeah, I mean, I guess if you're thinking about like the 13.5 class, you would be correct.
Then yes, definitely. But for the more, the man categories,
right?
Just kidding. Nick LaRusso said, sorry, I'm late. Matt, are you and Josh retiring after tonight? Did you catch Chris Hemistorm also said he was retiring?
I did not. I put that you were retiring in the Scale News.
Oh, you did? How come I didn't catch that? I missed that entirely.
It was at like the very end of like one of the final lower thirds. Like I just quickly switched to saying Matt is retiring. Matt is unofficially retiring.
I am officially retiring.
So
Dale C said, Matt, pretty sure you signed an NDA when getting access to that website. I don't think I did.
I don't think so either.
I don't remember that. It's not on there anyway.
I know.
And also, I would never break an NDA. Never have, never will.
Right.
I am a man of my word.
Yes.
Besides, none of this information came to me from me. It all came through someone else. So
exactly.
I'm not the source of the leak.
So
Raj, thanks for the $2 Australian. Those are Australian dollar reduced. Slacking at work to finally watch this live.
I may have even pokingly sent a joking message in a group chat between Matt and Rich, and then specifically said, "Don't give me any details because I want to make wild accusations during the live feed."
Yeah, which I think we're still open to because Craig could be wrong.
He very well could be.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my 5th scale prediction. They're just opening a whole new market.
Yeah, although that would be, it seems like that would have been Arma or Traxxas to go that route. Like, we understand.
Oh, yeah, to do something that nobody else is doing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like Traxxas with their 1/7 scale UDR.
Yeah, ours is slightly bigger but smaller than everyone else's.
Or Losi with the Super Baja Ray at 1/6 scale, which I'm pretty sure that was pretty oddball, right? Was there any other 1/6 scales, like maybe here or there, but something like that? And then I think the Arma Limitless and Infraction, all those are 7 scale. 7 scale.
7.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, It's
Who knows, man? I'm just excited because I was speaking with another industry guy today, and we were just saying this is like the golden age for our hobby again. It's come
is.
full circle. It was huge in the 80s and 90s, took a bit of a step back in the early 2000s, and now is going whole hog again. And
Yep.
it must be like people must have more time on their hands, or they just need an outlet. And I think that maybe this whole other thing that's going on in the world is sort of kind of pushed that forward. But it is fantastic to see. I am not upset about any of it at all. I love that there are so many options and so many different ways of expressing yourself and having fun in this hobby. So keep it up, manufacturers.
Yeah, honestly, that, you know, like you're saying, it is. It's just the best. Of course, there was crazy. Like last week was a great week talking with Matt from
Axial,
Axial,
yes.
Matt Carney, and he kind of let people in on some of the backstory about like some of the craziness that happened with Great Plains and Tower, however you remember Great Plains Hobby Co. That whole their own little empire. And everyone always got all kind of mad when Horizon came in and like bought them up, like, oh, they're trying to make a monopoly. It's like, or they just saved like 30% of the industry from just going away. Like,
can you imagine a world right now if like Axial wasn't around?
If
all the things we'd be missing out on?
Or just think if Axial would have got bought by Ripmax like HPI did the first time.
Right.
A company like that, like they could have got bought up by something like that if Horizon would have been like, you know what, we want to just take Viterra. It's really hard to say with a straight face.
Viterra is going to be our crawling platform. Yeah. It's got the best stuff going for it. The biggest events are all around the Viterra platform.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
So it, and the Proline thing. One day, when somebody from there also retires to open a transmission shop, we'll get crazy story. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
But things happen. People on the internet who don't know a full story always get all mad, and it's like, well,
hey, it's funny you say that because that is something that definitely happened in our end of the hobby related
the YouTube
field.
worlds.
Boy, oh boy. I have no horse in either race, so I don't really have much opinion on it, really, except for the fact that it does create a lot of drama, and then as sort of a byproduct of that, get into the name calling and all of the he said, she said, or he said in this case, or all of these things. It's really so inconsequential. At the end of the day, we're here to have fun.
Right.
And that's what my channel has always been about, having fun and sharing my hobby with people and getting feedback. And something that always comes along with that is a little bit of the negative comments.
Yes. And at the same point, I think you are in real life just such a more polite and kind person, I think, than I am.
I don't know. You've always been a very always been a very kind person as well. So
I purposefully, in many cases, like to have a strong opinion about things that really don't matter.
For sure.
And in reality, I don't care that much. I don't really care about your Ford Rangers. Newsflash. I don't care if you drive a Ford Ranger. I just think that the TikTok song was pretty funny. And Ford Freak. And also, it's kind of funny to poke fun at Ford Rangers or Toyotas or whatever else it is.
Jeeps or whatever,
like
right?
Jeeps. It's who cares?
I actually really like Jeeps too, but I also like to say that I hate them just because it's fun to say it sometimes.
Exactly. I really don't care. But I like to put those things in videos to get people who really love Ford Rangers all kinds of mad.
How could you say that about my favorite truck?
Yeah, exactly. Or getting Now, I'm not going to say like I was genuinely shocked when I saw that Tamiya made a Yaris. I thought that was funny. The Lloyd,
Yeah, it's right up their alley.
I feel strongly about the opinion of that, and I will stand by it.
And I think that's the thing. A lot of people forget, and I have posted some negative reviews about trucks. I think the most famous one is my very laid back and not interested TRX4 full option review, which I spent a lot of time and effort on. I went through all the features of that truck, and I did a lot of nice running video to go with it. And I put in the same amount of effort that I would into my other videos. It's just at the time, and even now, that variation of the truck is not my favorite. I don't like all that stuff, and I wouldn't use it if I had it. And in fact, when I did have it, I didn't use it.
Yeah, and
I'm allowed to have an opinion. And I think that's what some people forget, is that they want to argue with you because they think they're right. And I'm like, yeah, you're allowed to be right. You're allowed to have your opinion. Just because it differs from mine doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
Well, you can't be right on my channel, though. It's my goddamn channel.
Right. So
I'm right on this channel.
in that regard, yeah, there is definitely some wiggle room.
So,
Yeah, and I try to be as polite and as nice as I can. I say, that's cool. You're allowed to have your opinion. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're strong. You have a strong voice about your opinion. And that's all it is. At the end of the day, this is my review on my channel, and it's my prerogative to treat it however I want. So,
right.
The hateful comments coming through are fine. That's natural.
In the last 3 weeks, maybe, on the Scale News update, I have got from different people each time similar comments about saying that I should keep my opinion to myself during the news. And I'm
interesting.
Like, this is my goddamn news show.
I
don't owe this show to anybody. It's my microphone, and you're going to listen to every damn word I have to say.
We could go pretty far down this rabbit hole. A lot of news is not actually very objective. A lot of it is very subjective, depending on the channel you're watching it on. Yeah, right.
We're not going to. RC News is either
anything.
Yeah, it's either the purple news or yellow news. It's definitely, we're not going to say it's left or right.
No, it's not like that at all.
Now, that is one thing I try and stay far away from on. I like a lot of opinions, but I do not bring political opinion at all.
Politics, anything outside of RC is not interesting on this channel, except Ford Rangers. Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, I keep all that stuff to myself because, one, I'm not going to influence anybody with any of that stuff.
Right.
And two, it's none of your business.
And three, I don't want to get mad because it makes me furious.
Because I'll get fuming mad. Highway to Hell. Thanks for the $5 redos. After this week's crap, I won't be suggesting any more inviting that YouTuber anymore. You don't need to read this out. Oh, also, hey mate. Thank you, Highway to Hell. Much appreciated. It's that whole thing is a whole other box of nonsense, and definitely nothing that I am interested in discussing because, in my personal opinion, it's all very childish. Keep it pro and take care of your beefs or your side crankiness or whatever offline. It almost feels a little bit like the Real Housewives shows where these people have these fights, but it doesn't feel completely genuine.
You have that air of like, is it fabricated or not? Like you're
real?
Just like, and it's one of those things like, I just don't care. For the one thing is, I really love, like, it changes a little bit because RC like is my job now, which is the weirdest thing in the world for me, and like still makes me super happy to say that. Like I'm genuinely a happy person because of it. But at the same time, I do this to like not think about real life stuff because I'm a child and I like to avoid my problems. Escape.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a very stressful job where people are constantly telling me what to do. So
sometimes it's nice to just come in here and not have anybody tell me what to do. Just do what I want to do.
Oh, I missed
Great thing about a hobby.
Missed a chat.
Ryan, thanks for the $4.99.
Jeremy
Matt
Burris, I
and
did
Josh.
miss your chat. Thank you. If you Google Losi drag car, you would see Proline has drag bodies marketed under Losi 22S short course also now. What do you know? And I'm also told that, or I also saw fly through the chat that Losi posted a full photo already. So, Quack RC, thank you much. Hey man, I didn't forget about you. I did Sunday, he says. I will say RC 4-wheel drive dually. Not sure about that. Hope the drag event goes great. Thank you, sir. And Sam's Garage. Good day, champion. Man, someone calling you champion. Just like,
oh, well, you are a champion.
Something about that. So,
that RC 4-wheel drive Gladiator dually.
Oh, and I missed one from James Martin. God, sorry about that. Hey guys, installing my new Vanquish locker and then underdriving my SCX 10-2. Love the quality of the parts as a machinist. Love to see the factory someday. Every once in a while, you know, if you're...
They do a factory tour.
Every once in a while.
Just show up there.
Yeah, do not just show up.
3 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon.
I've had that before, and you just never know what the day is like. So, but...
I always tell them when I'm showing up, and then when I get there, the doors are locked.
Right. The other day I did Moose Jaw's local, and I texted him the other day. I said, "You off work anytime this week?" He says, "Monday." I was like, "Why don't you come by?"
Oh, that's nice.
Gave him the full walkthrough.
Very cool.
So,
Ryan, $4.99. Thanks very much. Matt and Josh, thanks for the great content. Do you know the release date for the Element Enduro Sendero Camaro Vallejo Oreo Camo HD?
You know what? Props for you for being able to rattle that off.
I believe the Element Enduro Sendero Camaro Vallejo Oreo Camo HD comes out in March.
It actually got pushed back until late September.
Dang it. I got Schultz over on the channel, and if only you knew, Schultz, he goes, "I love Matt and dislike Josh." If only you knew that he was going to save you first off the boat.
Right. Scott O'Blander, thank you. Just here for RC drama, right?
Adam Tebben wants to know if you've got your camp thong.
I think he means camo. But
oh, probably. Do you?
I do not. I do not.
Okay. Video goes, "I love camping." I'm sure he meant camping. So the drama is one of those things, and it always kind of feels, to me, especially on YouTube, a lot of it feels quite fabricated. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was sort of like gleaned as an opportunity, maybe on both sides. To
now, I'm not saying that that he might not actually be retiring, but
yeah, maybe he is.
He's been into it for quite a while. Somewhat
professionally for 13 years. That's a long time.
That is. I do see the actual photo that Losi posted, and it is a '69 Camaro, and it looks magnificent.
Where is it? Is it on their page?
On Losi's page, but it's got a big pro.
All you're showing me is a picture of us.
Oh, there you go. So honestly, it looks
that's all I saw.
Fantastic.
Oh darn it!
Super
Where
exciting.
Is it?
So yeah, but Matt and I have every once in a while. Matt and I both we each have maybe a small number of people who are constant. How would you put that? Either make constant comments, either.
Oh, just not nice comments.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah, sort of like mean tweets.
On in multiple platforms.
Yes, exactly. Not just here, but in all kinds of places.
Yeah, and oftentimes like in places where we don't have if someone's a constant pain on my YouTube channel, I'm like, I will just block them, and then it's out. I honestly don't do that very often though. Like, I rarely block because it's sort of in a way it means they won. Exactly. And at the
But
same,
in other cases,
there has been,
some could be blocked.
I know like a couple of people who, like, I can remember in the past who have like said things in a way or enough that I just finally was just like, got to be done.
Yep,
Like,
exactly.
because it just eats at you just a little bit. Like,
Mhm.
you
And it's
want
hard
you
not to
want to
take some
say
of these
that
things personally.
exactly. You want to say that like that stuff like who cares, because generally, and I've got way better at it over time. I know
Yes,
some things don't bother me nearly as much as they bother you, because some things
true.
you will vent about to me, I'm just like, I know exactly what you mean. It just, I know it doesn't bother me as much as you. And I
Yeah,
think it's
I
because
think
when
it's
someone
because I'm
says something,
fairly sensitive.
and I think that
I can be sensitive.
if people were to guess, they would definitely say that you would be the sensitive one out of the two of us. So
Oh yes,
you definitely give that vibe
you're
with
hardened.
that high buttoned collared shirt and jacket of yours.
This is the heating jacket. I feel quite toasty in here today, which is good. Perry G, thanks for the $5. I'm going to start my channel back up, talk politics, and pick fights with both of you. I invite you to do that, Perry. Please bring it on. Drama. Nate Schaub said drama is a good way to get unsubbed.
So, oh yeah, Rich is in here. He says, Richard Trollio. His not so covert second account.
Rich, have you been watching this whole time?
Yeah.
Because don't go back and watch any of the first bit. One of the more, and I do take most comments with a grain of salt. I do find a lot of humor in some of the more insulty comments. My favorite by far is the one how does it go? More of the truck and less of your ugly face, which I get a lot. And I'm fine with it because I don't think I'm ugly. But at the end of the day, it's sort of like, I mean,
neither of us are winning beauty contests.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's a good thing we're in the toy truck world, because
it's true. Yeah. Do you come with the truck? Yeah, that one always kind of makes me chuckle. I do get it a fair bit, which is great.
Gary,
I'm trying to think of
you.
any like
Says,
major other ones.
Here's a $5 so I can get rid of my guilt about the Bronco meme. Honest, it was just a joke. Gary, I thought the joke was funny. He sent me a joke about about like the new Broncos. Like, they're like Jeeps, but for men who wear fanny packs.
So that means both of us are allowed to buy a Bronco? Is that what that means? Dang it.
I think that was my response. Like, people just don't understand the utilitarian of them.
You get so much more stuff in one of those. It's so much better than wearing like a pair of shorts with like big pockets.
Cargo. Listen. No. I
mean. Guy in a moose just went, "You suck."
Jackass. Yeah, and the other thing that I've noticed that I've got,
over there.
I've got better at over time, because both of us have, as you do YouTube longer and longer, I hate going back and watching any of my old videos. For me, they're terrible. I've gone through so many different studios and places where there was crazy background noise and all over. But one thing that I have tried just consciously to improve on is that sometimes the mood you're in at a time when filming can drastically affect the outcome of whatever you're working on. Because if you have a bad day and then you have to film something or are filming something, like, it affects it. And
absolutely,
I'm a moody individual, I think. I'm aware of this. Ask Nicole. She will.
I have watched back, like, even when I'm cutting, I'm like, oh yes,
I'm like,
this is not a good day. I should probably just re-record this whole video.
But for me, if it's the news and I'm editing it at 11 o'clock and I'm just like, I was obviously in a pissy mood because everything is shit today, evidently. And I'm just like, but there's been times in the past, and especially like live builds, it can really affect not so much like the more recent ones, the last year or so. But previously, I did live stuff as well. I'm like, some things could have drastic. For one, that I won't necessarily apologize for, but kind of will, is the G-Made GOM. That truck is an utter pile of shit. But I was also, I think, in a bit of a, I think it put me in a,
You're in a mood.
It put me in a pissy mood with how bad it was, but it amplified it.
Yeah, and it's really hard to not let that stuff just come out. We are human beings at the end of the day.
Thing that I don't like is that, especially in a live video with how it goes on, it like, you like put that out as like the energy to people. And I'm like, man, I would almost rather delete this video just so that it's not like I'm not trying to put anybody else in a shit mood. Like,
No, totally. It's sort of like when I have like technical problems on Tuesday nights. There was one where I was like, I'm done. I am not doing it anymore. I'm just over it.
Gene Master. Thank you. He says, how is it you two bogans occupy the same sport as RC Girl?
That's a good question.
That's why I bring Nicole in here every once in a while. Like,
yeah. Does she come with the stream?
Right.
That's why the views are so high.
Right.
Because she's a lady.
Ladies.
I am a lady.
The RC Patina guy, thank you, sir. He says, hey, my wife said Matt sounded like Bob Ross during Lightroom Live. Yes.
And then I did an impression of Bob Ross.
Oh, really?
Pretty good, I think. MTRC Adventures just goes, what are you, human?
What? But it's one of those things, like, if you want,
Apparently
we
so.
consciously want to try and build our channels. And so at the same time, we want to make sure that we're like, you're trying to do and make things as professional as possible. And you just don't want to like have those type of things so drastically affect something from one to the next. So
it's tough, right? Because this is still a hobby at the end of the day.
Right.
And I want to maintain treating it as such. And, introducing drama and calling people out and being a general dick about stuff is no way for me to maintain my love and enjoyment of this hobby. So I choose not to be like that because I'm generally not like that anyway.
Right.
There's no place for it.
And it's one of those things, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I came from the early days of RC Crawler, which in general,
people were not very nice.
You could get a little combative.
It was a bit salty over there.
Yeah. And when I first started YouTube, I think that I carried that energy with me a little bit more at the times.
Yeah, that's possible. I think you're a product of what you're used to, right? So
it was different times, different places, different audiences at the time. I was basically making videos at that time for RC Crawler.
Yeah.
Like it was like I made the video so I could post it in my build thread. It's
hey, stupid, this is how you braise, idiot.
Rich just says a bit because Rich and I's relationship did not start on the best of feet. Most people may not know in here because, it was the way RC Crawler worked.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, RC Pirate days. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Wood
Pirate
choppers,
4x4.
hollow custom painting cars.
Hot wife thread.
Yes, that was a fantastic time.
Good times back then. I was much more a lurker back then too on RCC.
I was not. I was ready with a handful of opinions.
I don't have it. You're thinking to yourself, one day I might have a YouTube channel, but not yet.
Yeah. There's a pocket full of black eyes. Who's looking for one? Perry G. Said, thanks, sir. I'm not here for professionalism. I'm here for blender noises and happy trees.
Yeah. All right. I love it. That's great. The happy trees is from the stream where I make the pictures.
little more vignette wouldn't hurt you.
Video just said, "You're still pretty lurker, Matt."
Yeah. Same time, both of us.
What's
Brian,
going on over there?
thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
Put $5 on the orange car at the draft. Oh, I'm planning on some side bets at the draft.
Can I give you some money to bet for me as well?
Absolutely. You just let me know what car you'll put it on. I'll let you know.
No, it's not on cars. It's how many black eyes.
Oh.
How many faces will get punched?
FOL1, thank you for the 500 yen.
Ooh,
you guys
cool.
are great the way you are. Please keep it up. Always funny. It's worth the time slacking off at work to watch. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You know what's cool about you and me, Josh, is that we can have some good banter and have some goof offs and a little bit of flying insults back and forth without taking it seriously.
Oh,
it's all in good fun.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's where it's supposed to be and always should be. So when
Right.
you see us having a bit of a goof off with each other, it's completely because we're friends.
Yeah, exactly. That, there we've talked about that many times. Our fierce competitions are always
Fraught with insults.
Yeah, exactly. It's very secretive. We're very, very competitive between each other.
Yeah, that's true. John Schultz was wondering if this is going to turn into flying cars talk. I mean, it could.
I mean,
We could talk about it.
it's
a little early.
We haven't
honest.
officially talked about the Ford Ranger body that was
Ford
released.
freaking Ranger. Yeah.
I mean, there's things to talk about. It's a Ford Ranger.
Yes.
They did it.
Thanks for watching.
Done. They hard molded parts from Proline with the body first time.
Where do you think they're making those parts?
That's a great question. I'm guessing that not in house.
No, I'm going to guess not in house either because I don't think they have.
I don't think that
Injection.
right. I think all of their injection molded stuff has been done overseas. We know that for the most part.
Yep.
So they've used Taiwan and China in the past, but so probably bringing in those small parts over, combining with their U.S. made stuff.
Because they just pop it in a bag, right?
Exactly. I mean, in all honesty, transparency, like the Vanquish VS410s, the Pro and Ultra, we don't have
The whole thing is made there.
False. We don't have injection molding things like that, so we have parts made in Taiwan. They come over and then we add all of the pieces that we machine into the box, and it goes out. So
Sure you do.
right. Exactly. We actually just work out of a storage unit. There's no machines. There's just a
They pipe the noise
yeah.
in.
There's just a
and they
tape.
add
It's a literal
heaters.
tape player in the back.
Dan, flip the tape over.
Yeah.
Gadar Eric, thank you for the Mexican 129 pesos. All I want is a freaking Ford F-250 1977 hardbody.
You know what? J Concepts may be your people if you're looking for a 19
Hard body.
Yeah.
I don't want this drama thing. By the way, the currency is pesos. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. You might actually be able to find one of those on cults3d.com.
For some 3D printed options.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, Vijo said he knows where those parts are coming from. The molded part factory.
Will not allow it.
No.
I thought he was gonna talk about some Yakuza molding factory that Matt told us about last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, this factory is owned by the Taiwanese mob.
Right. Cigars in the back alley.
Neat. Don't say anything that could get you killed.
Right.
What was I gonna say? So, Ford freaking Ranger.
Pleco Nation, thank you, sir. That Ford Ranger, I bought one immediately. I did not buy the pre-runner fender flares. I don't think that those are. But it is cool to see them, make a body then make some other
Options,
parts
baby.
that go with it. Like, they just,
Options.
it's one of those things like we were talking about, the golden age right now we're in. Because look at all the stuff we're getting.
The Lloyd. The Creep. Any 1970-esque monster truck body. We're getting it all.
We're getting it all.
Everything you didn't know you wanted. Ford Ranger.
2005 Expedition? Nope, got it too. So
Yes.
I ordered the Ranger body as well as 2 of the Cliffhanger bodies, which you were immediately pooing on in our chat. You're like, ugh.
I poop on those bodies. Because if I'm going to do a comp body, obviously, I'm going to take an existing Hilux body and I'm going to pinch it and dovetail it. And then it'll look exactly like that body and I'll get more points. The end.
And it will break as soon as it rolls over.
Pshaw.
Or you try and do a standing backflip on 4S. It's never going to hold up.
That doesn't sound like me. I actually am not buying a Ford Ranger body because
You're not going to even get one?
For now, I'm doing my darndest to stay away from Lexan this year. Trying my best. I'm doing pretty well so far.
And we were just talking about being. I'm going to start throwing the snobby, stuck-up opinions in your YouTube comments, making fun of it. Think you're better than us? You think you're better?
Oh, yeah? Well, you're putting my dad out of work in the Lexan factory. I'm honestly, though, I do kind of like I'm on this kick right now where I have a whole bunch of hard body builds I'm trying to finish up, like the Haas. It's not got a hard body on it. But I'm doing the hard body stuff because I wanna get these things finished. This Trekker needs to get done.
I saw that on your bench the other day. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that one in a while.
I know. I looked back on the build thread, 2019.
Yeah.
But this one will get done soon because it's almost done. I'm waiting on a few things to be shipped so I can finish it up. But super scale active suspension is going in there, which is very cool that I made it fit because it's not really supposed to work with a body this small, but it's going to be a good one, I think.
That's good. I need to get my
That's nice.
That's nice of you. The stupid hard bodies.
Good for you, kid.
I'm going to get my other 69 Camaro project up and going as well with, I believe that's also a 2019 project.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, you know what? I will investigate. I might look at that. What's that comp truck body called? Cliffhanger. I might look at
Stallone.
Yeah. I know the movie. I might check one of those out. Maybe for an alternate, more compy sort of thing.
Pie in the sky. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to circle back around to that. But this weekend, obviously Vegas. The following weekend, here in the Sacramento greater metropolitan area, there is a crawling competition. And
like comp crawler competition,
no,
or
it's like
crawling
Sorka rules.
scale Sorka. Okay.
And it's also like a cash comp, like $10 per whatever buy-in. Winner takes all, whatever. But I was thinking it would be fun to do a one-night build. And I think we discussed this last week.
Yes. Do it.
I have made arrangements for, I believe, every part to be here in time to complete that.
Wow. So you're going to do, are you doing
Yes.
Carbon or graphite skid
Yes.
nonsense? Yes.
Flat rail chassis, one night build. Brett from Brazen Scale, I think we had mentioned it in this last week, like when it popped up. And I was like, got with him. He's like, he was taking care. I was like, okay, so that's coming. I ordered a set of, and since we said that we couldn't, the rules for this very strict build was that nothing could be assembled beforehand. We're going to do everything
Correct.
the
It's
night
all
before.
be done that night.
So I was like, well, I need to get axles and everything. So I was just like, I'm just going to order those Axial SCX 10.3 straight axles.
Sweet.
because those basically. But then at the same time, I ordered.
Because then you don't have to build them.
I know, but I ordered overdrive gears for the front. I'm gonna throw underdrive gears in the rear, so I basically have to disassemble them anyway.
Wait a second. The transfer case that you're running doesn't have an option for an overdrive?
It depends. For right now, I'll probably just throw a 3-gear in it just for simplicity.
Ugh, why even bothering? You're not even going to win. What a waste.
Because I want to try and get it done quickly.
The object here should not be speed. It should be quality.
It's a
Stay up all
live
night.
build.
Who cares? I'll watch it all night. It'll be great.
Liar.
Brent Hefner sent me $5. Thank you very much. I lost my job in the Lexan mine recently. Thanks, bro. God, I hope Matt buys more. I've got lots of Lexan bodies.
Oh, Gene Master says, what's Matt use for all his windows? Hope he's not using Lexan this year. He's pouring his own glass.
I'm using clear aluminum.
Yeah. Sugar glass. Did you ever do that?
For realistic smashing.
Yeah, you're like, where did we learn that on? Like Bill Nye the Science Guy. You could make your own glass sheets with sugar water.
Sugar water. So great. Scott Norton said Tamiya is re-releasing the Falcon. Ooh.
Oh, but the whole point of that whole thing I was talking about, I would
you want to
love
circle back
for the cliffhanger body to ship in time. Highly doubt that it will, but if it got here in time that I could use it on there, it'd be fantastic.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, did you order it through our secret area?
I did. So, because I don't think you can actually order them on their website.
I'm getting a big March.
What's it say?
March 16.
Oh, that's definitely not before that. I didn't actually look at the ship date. I was just like, maybe it'll I guess not.
Yeah. Best of luck with that.
Don't worry.
Although, you know what? They're made in the USA, so
I've got many a Power Wagon body that I can use instead. I'll blend in with the rest of the sea of flat rail chassis and Power Wagon bodies.
If it weren't for you actually being there, it would just be somebody else's truck.
Right. It's the same truck. Oh, wait, no.
Make sure to paint it red, black, or white.
You know what? I don't know. I think I have black.
He's checking the 4 cans of paint that he has.
I have many cans. They just look like you hit copy paste.
Orange.
Yes.
Chip brush orange cliffhanger comp body in one night.
I'm trying to think of how I'm going to paint the body in here while, streaming. So
you're going to have to airbrush it, my friend.
I'll open this window and spray can out the window.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost died this weekend cleaning my shower. I used a little bit of bleach to
You get the ammonia and bleach?
No, I didn't mix ammonia and bleach to make mustard gas. I know how to not kill myself.
Well, you just said I almost died.
Because it was the fumes, man. I haven't used bleach in a long time, and I was like, couldn't do it. Parker Welch, I need good recommendations on 1/10 Subaru bodies. I think you only have one option, and I think it's from Tamiya.
Which
they did a rally car.
Well, you could get the hard body Brat.
I don't think that's what he's asking about.
I'm just saying. And the Lexan Brat, both.
Yeah. Highway to Hell. Do they make a Toyota Stout, Lexan, or hard body?
Charisma.
Yes. Charisma makes a Stout-ish.
Yes, it's called the Coyote.
Or a Coyote.
True.
Depends on where you're from. Does anyone know if the creep body is still available? Yes, Big Red Bitch. I believe it is. I don't think they've sold all 10 of them yet.
Yeah. Nope. One of them's still available. The other ones, one that they use from photos, you have to still.
That's the model for the pictures.
Someone was asking if I picked a paint scheme for the sidecar yet, because my French sidecar, the Wee did arrive.
The Wii 2.0.
Okay.
The Yes 2.0.
And it the day that it came in, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I gave it to Moose Jaw.
He's painting it for you?
Obvi.
Is he gonna do the Gulf livery, or is he gonna do something? Get him to do Rothman's.
You know why? The only reason I'm a half decent customer is because I don't care. Here you go. But when
One way to do it.
when I handed him that one, he handed me another body back.
What'd you get back?
Not the drag car.
I want to see the. Are you taking the drag? Oh, ooh la la!
Right?
Is that a wraith? Is that a wraith spawn?
It is.
Holy shit! That looks really good.
Doesn't it though?
He did a great job on that.
Killer.
I mean, I shouldn't sound so surprised. That's really good.
Yeah. So for those that don't recognize it, this is the paint scheme used by Lauren Healy at King of the Hammers with one of those new Bronco themed bodies. But
That is surprisingly similar now that I look at it with the cuts that he made. It looks really good.
well, I cut it. Thank you. But he did a fantastic job.
Take it back.
Don't you love when you unintentionally give me a compliment? Yes. Shootsy scores.
The crowd goes wild. Kurtzky makes another record break.
So he did a
That's
killer job.
I love it.
And you know how long I've been sitting on this spawn body?
Not very long. It looks quite unblemished.
Yeah, it was brand new. But
That's awesome.
it turned out freaking killer.
That's amazing.
Yep. Sure
He
is.
nailed it. I want one now.
So, yep. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah. Where'd he get the stickers or decals?
You mean like the Ford and all that? No,
Yeah,
I
no, on the front. On the front.
that Ford?
Yeah.
I imagine that came off of some Pro line.
Huh. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, yep.
Master wants to know how much money he had to donate, or he would have to donate to make you take off your glow-in-the-dark shirt. It's 3:10 in the morning and it's hurting his eyes.
Well, let me just tell you,
I don't
whatever's
wanna
underneath
see
of this glows more. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it doesn't.
I don't think Josh
it doesn't
gets out in
see
the
natural
sun.
sunlight all that much underneath.
Yeah. Moose Jaw, that's really good, dude. Nicely done.
So yeah, and it's his Instagram is moosejaw_Joe. If you're
And definitely worthy of a follow if you're not
Yes.
following him already.
so
Just because his meme game is strong.
yes, I agree.
One would argue stronger than yours. Gosh.
You know, especially as of lately, I have been slacking with the memes.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you're busy
Yeah.
and not very funny. I should mention that it is National Anti-Bullying Day today. So
Well, that's stupid, and you should feel bad about it.
well, I don't. Because your words can't hurt that
Sorry.
much. McIver, our MRTP wants to know the favorite scale crawlers in my collection. I don't know.
Good call, Matt. I
don't know.
agree.
I like some of the dumber things I've made. Like this half track FJ40, which is completely useless. But heck of a fun build. It's all axial running gear underneath and has a light and sound kit. And the tracks are functional and works just like a real half track. So I quite like that one. That one's sort of one of my favorites. Oops. Where's my moose lick?
Yeah, fix the chair. Good. Yeah.
Here we go.
Not not in order of how I think the build went, but in order of how dumb I think the builds are.
Yes.
I would say that the RCPC at the bottom, dumb, but not the dumbest.
Not dumbest.
Then
What's
I
the
would
dumbest?
then I would put the steam truck next. Also
Okay.
dumb, not
Yep.
the dumbest.
What do you think the dumbest is if it's not the steam truck?
It's coming. Then probably the half track.
Uh-huh.
Lastly is that 100% without question that Cherokee. Like
Oh, the 6x6 Cherokee?
Yep.
You think that's the dumbest one?
Without question. Like,
why? Because it's so long and useless?
and a Cherokee.
It's a correction. Cherokee on portal axles.
Bo has an interesting comment here. He says, "How does he sit in that chair for over an hour?" Totally agree. Like,
Lone Star RC guy just gave me $5 for a new chair. I like this chair. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. It's old.
It's like someone would tell you to go sit in that as a punishment in grade school. Like, go sit in the chair. I'm like, oh.
It's quite good for my posture. It keeps me quite upright.
Yeah, you would be the one to care about that as well. The Lone Star RC guy, thank you for $4.99 for sensitivity training. Yeah.
Okay, so Josh, what's your dumbest build? Oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't qualify. You don't really do wacky builds, do you?
No, I don't. Well, do I? Don't I? I mean, the TRX-6 or the drag bolt,
Yeah. Do you still have the drag bolt?
Yep, sure do.
See, what I have to do is I have to win more of these challenges so I feel the urge to keep them.
Right. You should end the challenges with a rig that still resembles an RC car.
Right. Well, that would be challenge number 1.
Yeah, like, oh, dang it.
Darn it, I ruined another one.
Yeah, like, I have a pile of
not even parts because you couldn't reuse them.
People are reminding me about my 3-wheel RC collection.
Yes, that's quite dumb.
I mean, that sidecar in person, that body is even more bulgous than you would.
Yeah. Moose Jaw just chimed in and said lots of Isle of Man sidecar ideas because I guess that was a thing. So
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The comments about the chair are fantastic. Like grammar school old. Yes, Matt, it's old, but dirt is also. It's a classic piece of furniture. Your tailbone can't feel anything if you're comfy in that chair. Dana said, "Is that the chair the Declaration of Independence was signed in?"
Yeah.
Long Tall Texan, I can't hear a lot of things, but I can hear that chair. Could it be said that it keeps you erect?
I disapprove strongly.
That chair
classic torture device.
That chair complains more than Josh.
That's hard to do. I agree.
Yep.
Oh, my classic furniture equals torture.
Bye, John. Maybe I will get a new chair in here. Maybe I'll get one of those new gamer chairs.
Honestly, I got this chair when I started doing a lot of the live streams last year.
Yep.
Mainly because I noticed that after sitting in my leatherette style office chair for 3+ hours without standing up too much, things got swampy. Like, so I got a full mesh bottom and back chair. Best thing I ever did. Except I over like 2 or 3 hours, like I'll kind of go from here to like here, like, and I have to constantly like. It had a warranty. But I forgot to send in the card. So.
Oh. If only you'd sent in the card.
Actually, I think it was digitally done through Office Depot. I just have to.
The card.
Oh.
Brent Hefner, thanks for the $2. Chair is a Bauhaus original.
Traxxas
What do you got
warranty
there?
card.
Oh, excellent.
I've
I've got one of those I've got to send in, actually.
Traxxas warranty registration. I'm
Where
going
is
to fill
it?
this out for you, Matt.
Which one is that for?
I don't know. I just was cleaning up this room the other day and I ran across a Traxxas warranty card. And it's like, oh, must save.
Are the wheels wood?
His teeth were
There are
made
no
of,
wheels.
His teeth were made of wool. Dumbest build, Orlando. Still haven't finished mine. Now, I have built dumb things, but I don't consider that a build. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
You can buy.
like-
you can just
if you
buy
can
something.
buy it and put it together, I don't think we can call that technically. It's still a build.
Yeah,
You customize it. You can make
But-
it a build.
it's not
but-
a build.
Like what Richard did with this 6x6 body, putting two Cherokee bodies together, that's a build.
Just building one hard body Cherokee would have made the list.
As a build.
No, as a dumb build. But
Now, Josh, Cherokees are trucks too.
nope, they are pop
Not
cans.
to you.
Trucks have frame rails. Thank you. Good night.
This chair
End of
was before wheels were invented.
story.
There's no room. That's actually true, Matthew Jorgensen. There is no room for a traditional office chair in my shop. It'd be so low.
Oh, we should find some of those. What would you call it? Those alternative style chairs to make suggestions,
where
like the ones like you lean on.
forward. Yeah.
Your YouTube videos would be so good when you're just like sitting there leaning forward like this. It's like it's really good for my posture though.
Feels great on the lower lumbar.
We're gonna get
Now,
we'll get
all
you the
this talk about this chair makes me realize maybe it isn't as comfortable as I thought it
we're gonna
was.
get you the Dwight Schrute exercise ball. 10 minutes of the day, your core will be so strong.
We're gonna have to come up with a solution, maybe. Phantom Works, there's no paint. He goes, how much lead paint is on Matt's chair? There's no paint on it, but it could be filled with asbestos. Who knows?
Right.
Came from the asbestos factory.
Have an ugly chair contest.
I win. I have a really nice chair at my work desk, my computer desk. I've got a Herman Miller Aeron chair.
I have a human scale that I use as a welding chair.
Okay.
Yeah. It came from my office. A long story. It's not even, people don't care about nice chairs. I would like to note, though, I think it's worth saying. Have you noticed, you know, like how some people, you can tell when they're on the phone with like their wife or somebody, like they talk differently.
Hey.
Like,
Hey.
have you noticed that you do that between your different live streams?
Do I?
You talk differently when you're in the living room.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's probably just the quality
No.
of the microphone.
You talk differently.
Am I more like, what's up, guys?
Nope. You're like, what's up, guys? We're here in the.
Oh,
living room."
yeah. I'm a little bit quieter. Yeah.
Yeah. You talk differently.
Because I'm more focused on doing good quality work. This show is all about being a jackass
It wears off.
and dealing with another
Osmosis.
jackass.
Osmosis
So,
comes through the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In that show, I'm trying.
Yeah. Maximum effort.
No, I think it's a focus thing because I'm thinking so much more about what I'm trying to do.
I see. That's interesting.
That's what I think. Nick says it's being respectful of my wife. But
Inspector
possible.
71 says Josh talks differently when Nicole is around. Is that true?
I think it is actually. Because you're more on defense when
Well, there is a difference there. Like,
yeah.
she doesn't. I mean, she's an offensive person. Like,
Mostly to you.
Yeah, agreed.
To everybody else, she's a peach. But
So-
yeah.
Yeah, that's you know, I guess I'm getting that right back at me. Huh, alrighty then.
Westmaid said I was going to say the same thing about the way you talked last night. Yeah, it's true. I am in a much more focused mood, I think. This one's just like, this is just goof off time. So,
you know,
that one I'm trying to be a little more educational and informative.
Right. I'll also, in my own defense, it's not a real defense, and people have commented on this before. It is not easy to do a live build while doing.
No,
like,
it isn't.
To try and like comment and make constant conversation while doing a build, it's not easy. I mean,
No.
I know I make it look easy. I get that. But like,
yeah. Yeah, when you're doing a live build, I definitely am quite focused on it. Westmaid just said I would never do a live build. And they are definitely more complicated, especially if you're doing like scratch building like he's doing. I would never dream of doing that show, because that would not be a show that would be entertaining for anybody.
oh, it would be if I did it.
90% of it
My
would be me
fingers
just
glued
staring,
together.
staring at things going, yeah, no, that's not. And then just taking the hood off and putting the hood back on. And then it's like 90% of it's just like looking at it from slightly different angles.
Right. Brett says Nicole doesn't yell; she fires up the blender.
Moose Jaw's got some good dad jokes going on here. Where's this first one? If Matt's chair is taken away, he will not take this sitting down. What does SBG stand for? Because someone stole his chair. Yes, Brian Lee, I am retiring.
Officially.
I'm putting all new tires on this truck right back here. I'm retiring. Actually, I did put some tires on some wheels. Put some of these little tiny super swampers on some SSD wheels that I had.
So, do you still rotate them a quarter turn per day? Even though they're okay.
Of course. Not the semi though, those are rock hard. You don't need to rotate these guys. They don't.
Interesting.
I do rotate the tracks too.
Liar. God.
That is a lie. I lied.
Oh my God. Ron says in here, you both need to swap clothing style and freak people out.
Remember that one episode? What was it? Drag Bolt, where I pretended to be you and you pretended to be me.
Separate weeks.
And you had separate weeks. Yeah.
You did it first. You like had a beard move around.
I digitally put a beard on.
Right. And
I think
I went to the barber and had my beard shaved off and my hair cut shorter, and then I got slide-on sleeves. And I think I put a Canadian flag behind me. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was priceless. That was one of the best weeks ever. That was back when nobody cared about our shows.
Exactly.
We actually we talked a little bit today about maybe doing another Mayhem, because we haven't done one in some time.
We have, and honestly, I think we both just have. We both want to. We both know of 2 Mayhems that we seriously want to propose, and I think it just depends on which company will agree.
Yes.
One not being an RC company.
Right. That one I think is going to be a bigger challenge.
I don't know if it will be.
I bet you it will.
I know. Honestly, I think the hardest part will be trying to find the person who can
to speak to. I think that's what's going to be the biggest challenge. The other one's pretty straight ahead.
The second one is like, it's a fallback, but still pretty.
Yeah, it still could be pretty epic.
Our bar has been raised to what we like.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We've made things do things they should never do.
Right.
twice. Well, actually, 4 times.
Yeah, pretty much all the times.
Pretty much every time. Yeah, there's definitely some things that could be pretty good.
We're I mean, not to spill too much, but we really want to turn a Genesis into a chainsaw. No, I'm kidding.
Like a Hyundai Genesis?
Yeah, exactly. Never mind.
Could be easy.
Yeah.
Solar car. Oh, that's interesting.
There, the only thing with that is that could be the most boring channel. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna let it sit out in the sun a while.
100 meters.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see that one being very entertaining.
Yeah, I don't either. But we'll see. It is not exactly. We're not exactly asking Ford for a Bronco. That is not the. We're not that lofty of goals yet.
No, that would be nice. Yeah, we're gonna RCify a full-size vehicle.
Right.
John Schultz just wanted to pipe in and say, throwing an RC car is not flying.
You were the original flying car. Not very good. The prequel to flying cars. Do not recommend.
Not recommend. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. 100% agree. Do not watch. I have removed that from our playlist.
Yeah, anything where I win, it's automatically deleted from Josh's playlist.
Right. Nah. Didn't work. No.
Parker Welch, you want a new style Tacoma or a new style 4Runner? Manitou Lou, who does 3D printed ones, is your only option, so far as I know.
Yeah. That's
he's doing them in resin now, by the way. He's not doing FDM anymore.
Really?
Yeah, big ass resin printers.
But man, resin just is not great in heat either. Like,
nope.
The detail and the smoothness, fantastic, but not a.
Definitely don't put it on the dashboard of your Ford freaking Ranger.
Yeah, or use it.
Take it out anywhere.
I wouldn't recommend that either. No.
Yeah.
Did Richard sell his Tacoma? The green one?
Oh no, I don't think so. I think he still owns that.
Yeah. Such a beautiful truck. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that one was next level for sure.
Yeah.
And you would have to pay next level dollars, I think, to get it.
And somebody should if they like Toyotas. And
yeah.
I think someone who like Toyotas, obviously, what do they say, fooling their money. So they probably pay it.
So which one should I drink next?
The pineapple bubbly, one of the best. The peach, one of the worst.
Oh, you don't like the peach? I actually quite like the peach, so I'm going to have the pineapple.
Of course you do.
I like how on the can the tab thingy is green, so it looks like a pineapple.
Right? The details.
Any hoosies. They're new to us. They're new for Canada.
Pineapple is one of the best. It is so good.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to do that every time? That's more of an office, Kevin and the Snickers reference, but still, it's okay.
I remember that.
How much are you guys getting paid to drink that nasty?
$100 million.
Let me tell you, I would be quite the shill for bubbly, just if it could offset the amount I spend every month on bubbly.
I like it.
I
almost like it better than water.
Quite enjoy it. Although, water?
Regular water,
no,
gross.
Thank you. No, thank you.
All right, so we don't have a guest tonight.
We don't.
Let's talk flying cars.
Let's talk flying.
RCPC needs a bubbly graffiti tag. See, that's the thing. Somebody said you should do a Scale Builders Guild tag on it. And I was like, well, I would never do that, so I'm not going to.
You would never tag SBG.
So tag SBG.
You should do it like I did it, and it should say SBG sucks.
I could do a Josh Smells.
Right.
I hadn't considered that, but there's lots of room.
Yeah, that's
quite chuffed with this.
No, it's pretty excellent, and I definitely need to hopefully have everything calmed down. So last night I was at the shop until 8 o'clock last night, and yeah,
Just want to show you the other side. Look at that one.
is that like Adventure Time? Is that right?
I don't know
Or
what
is
that
that
is.
just a cat?
It's just a cat.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an Adventure Time thing.
But I covered up another one.
Yeah.
Kilroy. Yeah, I could put Kilroy. That'd be cool.
What is that?
Kilroy?
Yeah.
Kilroy was here? You've never heard of that?
No.
It's from the war, man. Dude, check your history notes.
I don't know that reference. Nicole and I have both been watching a lot of World War II documentaries, though. So
Oh, well, it might come up then.
yeah, there you go.
Kilroy was here. Just Google that later.
Alrighty then. So yeah, that's but like I said, last night I was at the shop until like 8 o'clock at night. Came home, did something for a short few, but I was out in the garage welding on some finishing stuff that I needed to get done. Came inside, got my stuff packed for the drag race, because tomorrow when I leave the house, I won't be coming back to the house. So
Where are you staying? I mean, you don't have to tell everybody because of the, I'm sure the fans and
oh yeah,
paparazzi.
exactly.
All that
I think at the Aria. I think.
Oh, nice.
I don't really know. I wasn't in charge of that.
Who booked it?
Steve.
Steve's going with you?
Yeah.
Any reason to go to Las Vegas?
That's exactly right. He was just like, "Oh, there's an event in Las Vegas. I'll be there." Like, "Oh, you're gonna go to the event?" No.
No, I don't care about
Just
that.
going to Vegas. So
That's so amazing.
yeah, that's gonna. And he's just like, "Oh, you're gonna be gone all day Friday." He goes, "I think I'll find something to do. It'll be okay. Don't worry about me."
Going to hit the slots, and then he's going to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame. It's there.
You would know
I've been.
that. Yeah, of
It was
course you have.
amazing. It was amazing.
I think he's planning to go to Shelby, America.
Drool over cars he can't buy.
I think they have a pickup that he's interested. He would like to see
Oh dear.
the
See-
Super Snake F-150.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Now I need to look that up. Oh yeah, he's a Ford man. I forgot. He's got that. He's got like what, an F-350
Yeah, his
diesel?
Yeah, that's his tow rig. But then he has a pickup, like a regular Denali pickup as well. So so a third pickup makes sense.
Probably in the cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough utility there.
Where in Vegas is the drag race? It is at Speed Vegas, which is that facility, I believe, on the west side of town. That's like the track where you can go rent.
Inside the track. It's inside the. No, it's its own thing.
It's its own.
Okay.
It has a racetrack and stuff like that, but it is not Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Right. Because
Not
there's
that
another. I've done driving cars
Right.
there.
This Speed Vegas is its own facility entirely.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay. That's cool. Shocker news from John Schultz. Okay, I bought a Grand Hauler.
he sent me a photo this morning.
What do I need to get for it? Well, if you're like Josh, you need to throw away the rails that it came with.
Yes.
Get
Well,
the
now,
longest rails possible.
Grand Hauler, he got the one with a longer rail. Not as long of a rail as what I chose, but it's longer than the one that I initially got. So he could probably run with what he had. It would be fine.
Right.
I happen to go with a lot longer stretch.
For no reason. It looks ugly with a trailer, but whatever. Yeah, you can.
You have
You can make
terrible
that-
taste.
I have excellent taste, as evidenced by the trucks behind me. The other thing I was going to ask you here. Oh, in regards to Steve and his going to look at new trucks, and Rippers are suddenly in production again.
Just Steve, why is there 90?
Limited run.
Why is there 99 of these on the website? No reason. I'm
I
changing.
bought a pickup.
Yeah, I'm changing his password. Because he would then text me, "Hey, what's my password?" Like, don't remember.
I don't know. Don't come to work tomorrow. Video making fun of me. I've done driving cars there. That's what I said. I've done that. I've done driving cars in Las Vegas. I drove some fast cars that were fun. I asked to drive the McLaren MP4-12C, but it was broken that day. So they said, well, we'll give you 6 more laps in addition to the 15 laps that you already have, and you can pick another car instead.
So what were the cars you chose?
I chose the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera.
Oh, nice.
Which was the very light all-wheel drive Gallardo.
Right, thus Superleggera.
Superleggera. And then I chose the Ferrari darn it, now I've forgotten. 453 Italia.
Ah, alrighty then.
I would take that one in a heartbeat. Give me that car.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how my side bets go at the drag race. There may be a gap in coverage on the on the video.
That would be so amazing.
You can also rent trophy trucks there and hit jumps.
So I've seen 458. Yes, 458 Italia. Yes. Is that what I said?
453. Oh wait, yeah.
I said
458. You said 453. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant 458. It was a long time ago. But man.
Yeah, exactly.
Take one of those in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we'll see.
So many people, 250 plus people. We know of a few contingency prizes. Tegan has a $5,000 one. Is that right?
$5,000 from Tegan. Yes.
So if you win this whole shebang, and you've got a Tegan speed control and motor,
they will hand you a solo cup full of $5,000.
It's they're paying you in rotors.
Yeah, that's
not even motors, just rotors.
Yeah, just the rotors. RC Dave Charge Up says they said no spectators. Sorry, Josh, can't help film. You should have let me know if you were thinking about going still. I'm sure I could have weaseled them into making sure you could get in.
No spectators. What?
No, they're making sure that there's not like a bunch of extra people there, just for
Yeah. Is there going to be security on site?
I would imagine so, just because of the amount of exotic cars around. But I don't.
That's pretty cool that they actually have it at like a real like venue.
Yeah,
this is a big deal, people. This is
the amount
in terms of prize money. That's got to be a record for an RC event.
And there's a bunch of other contingency monies happening. I even got a text tonight from Crawler Innovations, who makes drag racing tire foams.
Yes, I have some.
I do as well. I've got them in my drag car. But
mine are in a bag.
Yes, that sound. Yeah, I could tell by the way
I'm
your
not
drag
done
car
yet.
handled. But Crawler Innovations is even going to throw up some as well. So
nice.
And MKS Servos had $500.
I think it's 1,000.
1,000, whatever. Yeah. And then one of the chassis companies, like 579er Designs, they have like a $500 contingency to the highest placing one of their chassis. You don't have to win even. Like they're guaranteed going to pay out. Like whoever the best.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
I'm just, it's like that.
Boy, I wish I could go. I'm certainly not going to win.
Right.
But I would love to be there for that. That would be so cool.
Mod is going to live stream the race. If you're not familiar with Mod, it's Matt Olson. He was an employee of MIP. MIP also helps him produce a line of his own parts, like Mod 5th scale stuff, and he helps live stream all kinds of stuff.
John Schultz says he's going to give someone $100. I think he probably means as registration.
Yeah, he's going to pass his. Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to them. They're going to give it to you. Good. Yeah. Andrew Raines, thank you, sir, for help in renting you a trophy truck. I'm really.
He's going to full send it, though. And then they'll go, sir, you're not allowed to drive it on the road.
Yeah. I'm going to be out there with the Corvettes and Murcielagos and
Lamborghini Mercy.
Hanging a wheel. Your girl, she's so thirsty.
All right. Thank you very much. Glad that we're both on the same page.
As much as I don't do music very much, I'm a fan of random song lyrics.
Yes.
And Michael Swan, thank you, sir.
Sorry, Schultz is sending me pictures of the drag car. Ooh, yes.
Of what? His drag car?
The Losi.
Oh, thanks, Schultz.
It does look pretty good.
I mean,
I think it would look good in blue too. I wouldn't mind seeing the blue one.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I already have a blue 69 Camaro in here, so like.
Is it a bitchin' Camaro?
I don't even know what that's in reference to.
It's a song.
Is it?
It's
by, like,
called
the-
Bitchin' Camaro.
Is it
Bitchin'
by,
Camaro,
the-
bitchin' Camaro, I ran over your neighbor. It's a great song.
wow?
There's more to it than that, obviously.
I
look
hope
it up.
so.
Look it up on Spotify. I'm sure it's
Is it by
there.
like King Missile or
No, it's some punk band. I can't
the
remember.
Dead
like,
Milkmen?
Dead Milkmen. There you go.
Perfect. That definitely sounded more like one of those King Missile type songs. So, so that's not a time period I know of a lot of music.
No,
probably.
I was going to say you're probably not much of a punk guy, but neither am I. So
B is for Bill is building a trophy truck out of a Lamborghini Huracan. Kill two birds with one stone. Huh. That's a aggressive and also a fragile sounding trophy truck.
the monocoque chassis.
Yeah, like Lamborghini Huracans don't even like when you put slightly bigger wheels on them. Like,
No,
oh man.
that would not be my choice.
Mayhem
all right,
challenge.
so-
You each do laps in a rental trophy truck. Done. All right, we'll send an email today.
John Schultz just said, "You're both punks." LOL.
Schultz is the get off my yard type of dude.
He is. Yeah. He's getting to that age now.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So you're leaving tomorrow. That's
Yes,
correct.
that is
You're
correct.
all packed,
Tomorrow,
ready to go.
well,
Did
I'm
you
not-
pack up your Makita, or is it Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, and yes, it is full of camera gear, and it's so perfect.
Did you get yourself a Zoom?
Bit of a gamble. I ordered my zoom lens today. It says it will be delivered tomorrow. I'm just like,
God.
we'll see if Amazon delivery is in the AM.
You are a goofball.
I'm a planner.
So what zoom lens did you get?
An 18 to 200. It's like a 3.6, so it's nothing fast. But it's an autofocus lens that's decent enough. That'll work.
Okay.
We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see. It's not
We'll see.
not a spendy lens, that's for sure.
This isn't going to be the next flying cars then. This
The
video.
cinematic masterpiece that any of my videos are. Yeah, totally agree.
Yes.
No, this is much more day in the lifestyle.
Right. Just a car, just two tiny dots of cars going down a track at very high speed over and over again.
No,
just going to
my
fast forward
Crocs
to the
are
end.
not being packed. Thank you. Crocs do not leave the house. Once they enter,
Somebody was mentioning your Crocs on Instagram. And I was like, he has Crocs?
Some,
I didn't know that.
Rourke Ponce sent me Magic Crocs.
That's
showed
right.
up at the office one day,
I remember now.
and yeah,
Magic
I'm going to say
Crocs.
I'm going to say they don't leave the property because they've been outside of the house to get like the trash, things like that. But still,
Right. Michael Swan, thank you for the $20.
exactly. Appreciate it, Michael.
Kind of you. That's awesome. Oh, Trujillo's in the house. What's he saying? Getting to that age. Yes. Josh, don't forget my axles, John Schultz says.
Oh shit!
Trujillo, I got your message. Thank you.
Definitely did, John. You know, it's been busy days. Try and text me again tomorrow so I continue to not forget. You text me this morning. I wasn't at the office yet. I know it was 8:30, but I was on my way.
He's too busy getting his mocha chocolata.
I don't really stop and get coffee anymore because our neighbor who moved in next door to us is a coffee like machine servicer. So he's just got coffee machines in there, like. So he'll just make you an espresso or a latte. Like, you want coffee? I'm like, yep. Thank you. Thank you, Eamon's Racing. Here's some money. Also just watched the trailer for Flying Cars. I want to watch it, but I'm not sure I want anyone to know I want to watch it.
Too late. You've already told all of us. Now you have to watch it. Michael Swan, been enjoying the shows and all of your content and knowledge. It's obviously on my end. Purchased a new TRX4 Trax edition, binge watched the TRX4 budget build off, and really enjoyed how the two models turned out. You know what? I kind of, even though I know this is silly, I kind of want a TRX4 Trax edition. I kind of want one. Because I like Trax. I like Trax on everything.
Nobody likes Trax.
Yes.
You like the idea
Michael,
of Trax.
I do. I like the idea of them. I don't know if
what was the last thing, not including the Blizzard?
Yes.
You ran with Trax.
The Toyota. Right here.
Yeah. When was the last time you drove that? 2017.
It's not 2017.
2018?
Maybe 2018.
Exactly.
No. I ran it in 2019.
Did you?
Yes.
And you had a ton of fun with it, with its capabilities.
Well, it's very incapable. But I don't know why, but I kind of want to just have some tracks around here.
You want to have some tracks around here. How many tracks can you touch from your seat right now?
Oh, shit. 1, 2. Oh, I could probably... Oh, I almost tipped over. Wait, I can get it. Hang on. 3. Yes. Yeah. But I just need one more set. I kind of like Elio, you know Elio, mm-hmm. Right? Elio Dienda. He did this beautiful Gladiator camper conversion and he put tracks on it and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I feel like if I just had the TRX4 Trax edition, then I could say I've had all of the TRX4 variants.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to see how much it is.
Trax versus three-wheelers.
See, we both have our stupid things.
I mean, I feel like Trax are dumber than three-wheelers.
I would argue that Trax go more places than three-wheelers.
I mean, I would argue that because your Trax never go anywhere.
They have a bit of a shelf queen feel.
You just like them because you don't have to rotate them a quarter turn per day. Like
that is also true. Oh, hey, now when you buy it, because they're really speaking to me here.
It comes with the tires.
It comes with the tires, and the deep terrain tracks, not just the regular tracks.
Yeah, because they were just sitting on all these parts being like, shit, we made all these option parts for these tracks and no one's buying either of them. So
Maybe just the tracks themselves.
well, yeah,
and
it's
the
just the
conversion.
rubber that comes. Yeah.
No. I'm saying instead of buying the whole truck, I could just get. Let me see how many people are pooping on this idea.
All of them.
The tracks suck on snow. Snow packs in the little wheels and jam. Tracks are shit, Matt, and you know it. Tracks are best for snow. Tracks are good in the snow. I like tracks. Why?
Exactly. Now, I will say this. I've possibly kicked around the idea of being like, you know what, I wouldn't mind just grabbing a TRX4 Blazer or Bronco.
Yes.
And just doing the same, but obviously shortened version of the UMG 6x6 treatment. Undercarriage, aero, slammed. No idea why.
You know what? That would look pretty cool.
It would look kind of cool.
If you will allow me to have the tracks, I will suggest that that's a good idea.
If you support me in my terrible decisions, I will not make fun of yours either.
If you got a sport, just get the tracks. I bought the tracks kit. I use them and love them. The first generation sucked. So overpriced and are cool, but suck in the snow. Don't listen to these track haters. Dave Zilla said, "Oh shoot, this is even worse because he works at one of the hobby shops."
Right. Yeah. What's he say?
I think we have a set in stock.
Oh my god. How about
why'd you have to tell me that, man?
Rich says, how about who can go the fastest with tracks?
That's
that is a losing. You know what that is? That is another how can we make a car fly idea, because tracks just go shit, and then they just.
Oh well, you watched the Amazon latest
Grand Tour.
Grand Tour.
Yes, I did, with Richard and his yeah.
As soon as he put those on, I was like, nope.
Gary Shoemaker would like to offer another suggestion, Matt. Just send me the money if you really want to waste it. I'll spend it on something that works.
Now, don't be mean, because Michael bought one of those just now, Michael Swan, and he's enjoying his. So,
but Michael Swan just donated to both of us. Obviously, not good with money.
Terrible. That's mean. I don't know, man.
That now a dancing tracks.
A dancing rider on tracks. Dancing rider with rear tracks, says Amber. That could be a thing. Tracks is 6-wheel with custom long tracks for the rear axles. Ooh.
You do happen to be sitting on a.
I do have a very well functioning TRX6.
Exactly. So
no, that's kind of similar to the half track, and I don't need to do another half track.
That is exactly a half track, really. So
I like it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So
Dave, I just checked the shop. They appear to be out of stock, so I am in good shape there.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay. We haven't even asked everybody to hit the like button. If you're still here.
Oh yeah, hit the like button. Most people have checked out, right. But actually, no. If I was spending money today, it's been hovering in and out of my cart, Mojave.
That's what you typed.
Maybe I typed.
I was thinking I was not aware that there was a V2.
I don't think there is a V2.
Well, that makes more sense then.
No. There is.
Oh.
It's sort of been reread.
Just updated.
They've updated it with Spectrum gear.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So-
so you get the SLT3 radio, you get the SR315 receiver, so you can bind and drive if you've got your Spectrum radio.
Okay. I will allow that.
Okay, thank you.
I was not aware of those updates.
Yeah, the 150 amp Smart ESC, the 2050 kV Smart Firma brushless motor too. So
I think I got a couple of things in the mail that I wanted to grab.
oh, okay.
You entertain.
I don't think I did, and I don't have mail this week. The only thing I got in the mail this week, which is really super boring for most people, is the steel sheet for the printer. This is the smooth one. I have the textured one as well. Sorry, that's super boring, I know, but it is something new. And that printer is so amazing, guys. It's changed my life. The happiest guy in the whole world. I think that's all I got, though. It was a slow for me.
What did you get?
This smooth steel sheet for the Prusa.
Oh, you or
Sure.
got it.
That's it. I didn't get anything else. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I did get for the Haas. They now have a heat sink and a fan for the motor on the Haas, so I installed that as well. So this is all ready to go.
You're ready to bash?
I'm ready to bash. I'm gonna bash it real good. I hope.
I think I left the other thing at the office, but I did get in. This is not what I got in. This is a regular Holmes Polar Pro,
Oh, nice.
but this is what I got in.
Oh, look at the size of that thing.
This is my TP power motor for my Limitless.
Isn't that one of the motors? That's the same motor that Kevin Talbot's running in his speed run
Is that true?
car. Yeah, I think so.
It's a common choice for speed runners. So, yes.
How fast is it going to go?
On 6S, I think that it should be able to go into the 120s.
That seems really fast.
So, yes, it is a TP Power 4070. That is correct. So,
It's too fast to me.
I mean, I understand that, though. I think that you've always just been, little behind what I'm.
I have trouble with that.
So, yeah, it is ridiculous. I do have a lot to learn about the speedrunning world. Not saying I'm going to get anything to do anything better than anybody else there. It is the 8 millimeter. Yeah, miles per hour or kilometers per hour. That is miles per hour.
120 miles per hour, right?
ESC, the Castle XLX2. So got that handled today.
Dave Zillow went 1717 Castle and XLX2 for his Limitless.
Yeah. So.
Sounds also big.
Yes, it does. So.
John Schultz said, I should be able to go right through the curb. Bye, Rich. Thanks for checking in. I will respond to your message as soon as we get off this stream, which should be very shortly.
Yeah, and that it is crazy to see that 8 millimeter motor shaft next to a standard,
that's frightening.
1/8 inch motor shaft, 3.2 mil, whatever it is. So yeah,
That is frightening.
it is absolutely frightening.
So what are you going to have to run that on? 6S or 8S?
6S.
6S.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6S
Yikes.
with some aggressive gearing and a number of other changes and things like that. But there's a lot of people around here who are well versed in it. RC Dave Charged Up has offered me quite a few tips through our Instagram chat. He's local to me, so
Oh, nice. Where do you run something like that? You got to have a.
That was one of my questions to him, and he's like, "Here's some streets that we use, regular streets." But that, and I think that was kind of the same thing that you and I like had a similar feeling, because the fastest vehicle I own is a Traxxas TRX-6. Like,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
or maybe the infraction is supposed to go faster stock.
Infraction. Yeah. I mean, the felony is 80 miles per hour.
Is it
out of the
80?
box.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was like, I couldn't remember if it was 60 or 7. So
Which is
technically,
frightening enough for me. I'm like, nah, I'm good at. I think I ran that at 4S, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me.
that makes sense.
Good.
For you. But
I live
like-
in a highly populated, dense area.
right.
Getting anything that fast, especially that small, is frightening.
So for me, I'm like, man, how are you guys running this? So like they get up to speed pretty quickly. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, you kind of point and shoot. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm used to like fighting this solid 3-axle 6-wheel drive
Yeah.
brick that we're trying to push through the air up to
Right.
6 times what its out of the box speed was. Like,
It was 11,
yeah, 11, and I
Yeah.
hit what, 60,
63,
60. I hit 64, 65.
65. Yeah.
So yeah, like that was
Schultz just said the box said my stock brushed slash does 80. Right.
right. So, it's one of those, like,
Yes, Spider-Man. The Spectrum Firma 2100 kV package is a great choice for your SCX 10.3 build.
I would agree. So pretty cool that
You were
they're-
actually quite complimentary about that in the news, I have to say.
I must have been in a good mood, I guess.
Yeah, you're not your usual cantankerous self.
Yeah.
My day.
I truly like the amount of telemetry and things like that Spectrum is doing. I'm not a Spectrum user. Everybody knows that. But
They do make it pretty easy.
I love me some data.
Yeah,
So.
data is good. Data is fun.
That's
And on that note, maybe we should end it because
Yes.
you've got some sleeping to do.
Yeah, I
and
still have to tell-
packing, I'm sure.
I still have to ask
Gotta-
Nicole to pack. So
Get that extra pair of underpants in there. Don't forget.
right. So yes.
So you never know when you might poop yourself.
You're older than me, so I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep in mind, especially in Vegas. But thank you everybody for watching. It's been a fun show. I hope we touched on all the things that you were interested in hearing about. And if you didn't, we'll be back next week.
Right. Try again next time. Thank
Yeah,
you
exactly.
to everybody. I want to give some thank yous. Gene Masters, Dale C., Brian Sherwood, Galen Garrett, James Martin, Chris Drift, Chris Evans, RC Dave Charged Up, Jeremy Burris, Quack RC, Sam's Garage, Scott Oblander, Gary Shoemaker, RC Patina Guy, Tim Clark, Perry G, Brian Sherwood, FOL1, Pleco Nation, Lone Star RC Guy, Andrew Rains, Michael Swan, Emons Racing. Wow, lots of appreciate
Wow,
everybody.
lots of people. I'm going to go through 2. Gene Master, Quack RC, Psycho 13 Garage, Chris Evans, Sam's Garage. Who I just realized who that is. That's amazing. Good to hear from you, Sam. Highway to Hell, Ryan, Perry G, Gatter Eric, Brent Hevner, Lone Star RC Guy, Brent Hevner. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. We will see you again next week. Josh isn't doing anything fun this week. I might try to sneak in a live stream and build
Yes.
something.
You should do Friday night.
Oh, I can't do Friday nights.
Oh, you have poker, right?
It's my one night to geek out and play poker with my nerd friends.
Nerd. You know what, you guys? Since I'm not gonna be live on Friday night, you should all watch Flying Cars.
Yeah, there you go. We'll do a
Report
quiz
back next week.
Yeah, exactly. Have a great night, everybody. See you next time.
Later.